I have to say it, man, because if I don't say it, then I don't think anyone else is going to say it. I don't think this is going to be a point brought up in anyone's conversations, even though this is a very important topic that I think everyone should talk about. I think the coming up debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden should be a main talking point. I really do believe that this is very important to our society as American people. And, it might be a hot take. No, I just really wanted to talk about it because the song Fired Up played when I was driving home, and it got me really hyped up, and I thought it was really cool. But yeah, this might be a hot take, man, specifically for me entirely, because in my video called Top 5 Disney Movies, I definitely ranked Teen Beach movie like really high. It was in the number one spot, I think, right before Let It Shine. I think Let It Shine and Teen Beach movie were like on the same level, because don't get me wrong, absolute cinematic bangers. They will never be made again. Like, there was not a movie like those two will never be made again, like, at all. And I know this for a fact because they tried to make a movie like Teen Beach movie again, and they failed miserably. Abhorrently stupid. It was a stupid ass plot. It went straight for women empowerment, which ruins everything. It ruins Star Wars. It ruined Teen Beach movie. That's a bit of a political take there, but they really did at the end of it. If you saw the end of the film, they go from like, oh, I could do anything I want because I'm a woman, and then it's like, oh, it's kind of cool, but then they change the whole thing to just be like all female, and it's annoying. They've ruined the fucking movie, okay? But I'm sorry, I gotta point this out, and like I said, I keep saying, this is a hot take, and everything. This might make some people a little upset, specifically one person in my life in particular, because we both love Teen Beach movie. And but I gotta say, like, the only reason I'm saying this, and I guess I'm just basing off of a lot of what I'm saying in my rambling right here, off of the title. I'm hoping that you just read and just assuming that's what I'm talking about. But, like, see, Teen Beach movie is a fantastic film. It is in the Hall of Fame of cinema for me, okay? Because the music is great, the story is fantastic and goofy and fun, and it's got like some nice little, antics there, and then it gets really serious sometimes, and even as a kid and you're watching it, you feel really enveloped with the characters, and you really feel for them, especially when Austin's character is like kind of sad because he feels like his girlfriend is moving away, and there's a lot of abandonment stuff going on there, and he's like, oh, it's kind of sad because we've been together for the summer, and then he was thinking of it more than she was thinking of it, and then she's got to come to terms, Maya Mitchell's character's got to come to terms with the fact that, hey, maybe she really does like Austin's character. I say Austin, did I say Austin Moon? I said Austin Moon, didn't I? Not Ross Lynch, the actual person's fucking name. I fucking said Austin Moon. Austin is from Austin and Alley. It's a good show, by the way. Great fucking show, except when it gets to the very end. It was like a good first 2 seasons. I don't care what this Dez hate guy I see going on. Dez was the best character in the fucking show. Teen Beach movie, great fucking film. Like I said, it was such a good story that they told there, and then the way that the characters come together at the very end, and they're like, look, I'm sorry I was pressuring you, and she's like, I'm sorry that I kind of, like, took you for granted and everything. And they both apologize, and they come to terms with, like, maybe they were both at fault. And it's not, like, a one-dude kind of thing where it's like, oh, no, only I was wrong, and now I'm apologizing, and now everything's okay because you were right the entire time, even though, they were both being douchebags. I love those old Disney films like that, where it was, like, a message from two sides. You got two little things from it. Man, I'm talking way too long about this than I wanted to, but the reason I think that zombies might be that magic when I say it. The reason I think that zombies might be better than Teen Beach movie, specifically the only reason, is because there's 3 of them, and all 3 of them are fucking amazing. They're all like taking ayahuasca for the first time and having an amazing trip. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I don't support this hate of how they're cringe and they're badly made and the story is ass. Yeah, of course it is. But it's so goofy. It's amazingly goofy. Okay, and the reason I say that this is the only reason why I think that these ones are better than Teen Beach movie is because, like, Teen Beach movie tried to make a sequel, as I referenced before. They tried to make it again. They tried to make a sequel. And they just fucked everything up. Like, they took the first movie and just made everything that happened in it not happen. Like, it just doesn't it doesn't matter anymore. The first movie, essentially, in the series, didn't even canonically happen now because of what the fuck they do to the second movie. It takes everything away. Every good moment and every good message from the first movie is annulled now because the second movie wants to go and be like, women cool. Like, I know I keep saying it, but this is what they did. That's what they, you know what, fuck it. I'll fucking explain to you what happens. The second fucking movie, the people that, if you've ever seen Teen Beach, you know what fucking happens. In Teen Beach movie, they go to the fucking realm of the movie characters, okay? And then the movie characters are like, oh, blah, 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 blah. This is so cool. We're so happy, fun, and dancing, and I fall in love with you now because you caught me instead of the other guy that's supposed to catch me. And there's a surfer biker war going on, and it's really cool to do a cool song called Cruising for a Bruising, and I'm going to eventually recreate it because it's fucking fantastic. And eventually the people, Ross's character and Maya's character, I can't remember their names right now. I don't know why. I haven't seen it in a long time. I haven't just sat down there and watched it. But they are disappearing from their world because they don't belong in the movie world. The movie world is a fucking movie. Don't question why it exists, like, in an alternate dimension. That's not important, okay? Multiverses and shit. You won't question the goddamn Marvel multiverse, but you're gonna sit there and question why Teen Beach movie is an actual world in the world of Teen Beach movie? Fuck off. So they're, like, disappearing and shit, and then the end of the film, it's the whole, like I said, the whole thing is Maya's character is, like, going off to, like, this college because her mom is, like, forcing her to, but she also wants to do it for her mom because her mom died, and she's, like, her mom went to the college, so it's like a genetic thing, not genetic thing, it's like a, what's the word, it's like an ancestral thing, and she wants to do it for her mom, and her grandma's there and everything, and she's like pressuring her, and then she's got to tell Ross's character to be like, hey, I gotta leave, and he's like, but we've been all summer together, we've been just all these waves, bro, it's just gnarly, you just gonna dip out on me like that? Have you seen my sandals? That's not exactly what happens, it's a little bit more nuanced, but so then she decides at the end of the movie, going throughout the entirety of them doing the plot of the movie, which is inside the movie. The Teen Beach movie is a movie in a movie, okay? So they're going through the plot. She realizes, maybe this is fun, and maybe I do kind of like the dude, and maybe it would be better if I made the choice for myself, and decided that I want to be where I'm happy, and be with people who make me happy, rather than force something upon me because of something that someone else did. And it's a really heartwarming story. It really is. It really showcases the kids. You don't have to be put in a position because your parents did something to make you do that same thing. And like I said before, there's like the romantic aspect of it and everything else. Then in the second movie, the fucking people from the one movie, they come to the real world, which isn't that bad of an idea. They just take the first one and they do it again, but in reverse. And honestly, everything up to this point, everything up to like near the ending, is really fucking good. Like, the movie is a solid film. They literally just make it the same, but they just flip the, like, who goes to what world. Now, you should always, if you're gonna watch Teen Beach 2, end it when they're in the water on the surfboard and they get them back home. End it there. Because if you keep watching, it essentially ruins the franchise. So what happens before they go is Maya tells Lola, how do I remember Lola's name? And that's because I only know her from the movie. I've never seen her act in real life. These other people, I've seen them like act as real people. I've never seen Lola as anything else but Lola. It's saying something about our society. But okay, I'm only putting this out because I made fun of the women. It's a joke, first of all, okay? It's not all about women empowerment, but the ending really much is, and it fucking made me mad. Maya tells Lola that she doesn't have to be held down by a man. She doesn't have to have Tanner catch her and do all this stuff and go through the movie and make the movie happen like the movie's supposed to happen, because it's a movie and it has a sequence of events that for years been going on, and the entire first movie was about them trying to make sure the sequence of events happened the way it did, or else it would ruin the entire movie and they'd disappear from reality or whatever, you know, because they were slowly starting to disappear from reality. But you know, no, Maya just tells Lola, no, you don't have to do that anymore. You can stand up to that. You can be your own lead of the movie. So Lola gets sent back to the movie, and then it fucking doesn't tell you this happens, but we go back in time to when Maya first meets Ross's character at the beach, where they met at a screening of Teen Beach movie. And what happens, because you hear the story of how they met, like they tell you the story in the beginning, and like he says something to her and then she says something back, but then they reverse the events and she says it to him, because what happens is the movie no longer starts off with Tanner being the main character. It's Lola's the main character. It's called like Lola's Dream House or whatever. It's all about Lola, and it's her story now because she fucking changed everything. But this essentially means that they never met now. They'd go back in time. They reversed time with this, which means the first movie doesn't happen anymore because they didn't meet each other and then have a year where they're talking and having fun and the dude's watching this movie with their grandfather and then they get transported to the movie. That doesn't happen now because the only reason they got transported in the film was because they needed to go through the film thing and have like the film was like a representation of their life, and it like paralleled what they were going through. So it kind of made sense for them to be transported there because Maya was about to leave, and then they go in the water, surf this big ass fucking wave, and then she gets transported there because she needs it in the moment. And then she even says, like, she's like, "Oh, I found a good friend in you, Lola," and they give her the necklace, and it's all fine and dandy. But that doesn't fucking happen anymore. No one mentioned it. You know, this turned in from me having a hot take to me rambling about something really fucking shitty. Okay, it doesn't happen anymore now. I don't know if anyone else caught that, but they don't. Them meeting again isn't like a goofy, haha, see, we're just recreating our first meeting, but in reverse. That's not what it is. They literally go back in time. It is literally mentioned that fucking, it's the first time that Ross meets the new character. It's fucking mentioned in the thing that they fucking say it, dude. So that's not what's happening. They're not just recreating it for a cute moment in the film. They are literally reversing time, and Lola's the new star of the movie, and the whole movie is changed, and everything about their entire lives has changed from that one fucking moment. And then they go start dancing on the fucking sand. Even though it's nighttime, that just switches to daytime. Even though Maya's character was fucking shown that she hated music. She didn't like musicals. She didn't want to burst out in the dance. And then she bursts out in the song and dance! What the fuck, bro? It makes me so fucking mad. It makes me so fucking angry that they took an amazing movie and they just gave it a shitty fucking sequel. Why would you do that? Like, and the thing is, it's not even a shitty sequel. It has one of the best songs in both films in it. On My Own by Ross Lynch was fucking fantastic. The pipes he has in that song are equivalent to fucking Cher. It makes me so fucking angry, dude. Like, why would you have to do that? There's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason to take what you did, what you had, and biff it up like that, okay? No kid's gonna understand that. Well, I guess I did. Well, I wasn't a child when it came out. I was a child when the first one came out. I was like a near adult when the second one came out. But I want to stop. I want to stop my rambling. I'm sorry. I really had to get that out there. I was gonna make a long, like, deep dive into it where I go through all the good. I still might, because I have a script written somewhere in my notes along, way down in the thing. But like I was gonna go a bit like, and just like shill how great the first movie was, and then just destroy the second movie. But it's not even a shitty sequel. It's a good sequel up until the part where they fucking reverse time and make the first movie basically stupid. Zombies was already just like a little goofy, so they like already put that out there where they weren't taking themselves seriously, and it was clearly just like a metaphor for, like, you know, don't be racist. I don't mean to be a bread tuber or to be these old fucking in praise of shadows, conservative media, dumb bullshit. I'm literally just pointing out what they're doing. It is an allegory for fucking racism. The zombies are put in Section 8 housing and they're fucking segregated to another part of the school, underground, in the dirt. And the whole point of the film is that Zed, the only reason Zed starts winning rights back for the zombies is by winning football games. What do you want from me? That's what happens in the film. It's not me being politically correct or charged. That is what happens in the movie. Zombies already knew they had a goofy concept, okay? And it was already out in the air. People were already making fun of it. And then they make the second one, and you get the wolves. They do the whole dumb scene. They're like, "We're the night." And they run through the school and they do all the stupid shit. And then you have the third one where then it turns out there's aliens now. They just come out of the fucking sky. They got blue hair, and then Addison becomes an alien. I'm sorry I'm spoiling this, but I don't think you're gonna fucking watch them anyway. And it's all about cheerleading. Like, I think there's a big thing where, like, cheerleading is such an important part of the city that if you're on the cheer squad, you're like in the elite. But like in our world where if you have over $1 million, you can just get away with murder. In their world, I'm pretty sure if you're the cheer captain, you could like bomb a hospital and no one would care because they're like, no, not Bucky. Bucky would never do that. He's the cheer captain. They take cheerleading super seriously, and it's better than football. They don't give a fuck about football. The only reason football's a plot is because Zed has to win the games to earn rights. Cheerleading thing is a consistent follow-through. They never let that up. The cheering in this is so important. And it made me want to start cheering. I watched the movie and I get peppy. This one has 3 very great movies, very great sequels in it. Like, they're all essentially the same thing. They go through the same problems. Addison and Zed have like one of the greatest on-screen relationships ever because they never truly fight or argue. It's more of just like Zed just adores this woman, and she like also adores him back. But she also makes some mistakes because she's got white hair. She wears a wig, you know? I'm sorry, I'm just remembering this scene where Zed's like, you know, we're locked in houses and we're like segregated and shit. They throw eggs at us and they treat us like dirt. And Addison's like, I know how you feel. I have a wig. You see what I mean? You see, like, Teen Beach Movie has goofs and gaffes and everything, but at the very center of it, it has like a really nice story that it's trying to tell. Whereas Zombies just doesn't give a fuck. They go straight goober mode for 3 films, and it's fucking fantastic. I love it. And like I said, the songs are all bangers. Like, Between a Girl and a Zombie is one of my favorite tracks ever. It's one of my favorite, like, romance songs of all time. Like, what could go so wrong with a girl and a zombie? I fucking love that shit. I will sing that shit till I die. That is like my anthem. It's just so good, and the way they change it throughout every movie, but they keep that as like a center point for their relationship is amazing storytelling, in my opinion. And the stories aren't even really that bad. They're cringy for sure, but they are made for children. The people I saw talking shit about zombies were like 20-year-olds, and I'm like, it's not made for you. I mean, I'm 21, and I'm not talking shit about it. I'm advocating for the movie. I'm shilling it basically. But yeah, you know, there's my hot take. Okay, there's my big hot take that I don't actually think, if I had to rank Zombies, honestly, it's still below Let It Shine and Teen Beach Movie, just because like Let It Shine and Teen Beach Movie have like actual stories, but it's right below them. It's like right, like it's like riding the ass, so Let It Shine. It's riding Truth's ass. It's getting right up in there. It wants to know the truth, inside and out, just like me, because he's really hot. There you go. That was I wanted to make another quick video today, because I was thinking about it in my car, and I thought, fuck it, why not? I have time. And I did it. So there's my hot take and my rant about Teen Beach Movie 2. Maybe I went too political this time. Maybe I pulled the old synthetic man, and I decided to start rambling too hard about the politics of the movies. But I really don't think I did. I think I was a small thing. And like I said, the movies just, they showcase it. It's the point. Like they push that fucking narrative into your fucking head. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you did, I appreciate it. And if you did, just let me know if you think Zombies is better than Teen Beach, which it's not, okay? I know I'm going to name it that, and I know it was a hot take and everything, and the conclusion to this is that I was wrong anyway, but who cares? Yeah, goodbye.